Alright guys, just a update here. I know I ain't been around very much, but there are the new beehives. We should be getting the bees probably in the next 10 days or so. So I will record the setting up of all those things. Out here in the front yard, I know there's a glare on it, but we're clearing all this out for a front yard, and I'm building a retaining wall over there. It'll go down past all that equipment. We're kind of on a hill here, so there is a view off of that hill. Here's the emus. They molted and lost their feathers. The feathers are coming back, so this year hopefully we'll get some eggs from them, male and a female. But we've separated the goats from the emus. Now the emu pen goes back over there in the woods and back around. Kind of expanded everything. The old turkey pen is still the same. I just put some pallets in there. They like to get in there behind there and lay eggs. We have separated out some ducks. These being our khaki ducks. And these over here are some kind of duck. I don't even remember now. But supposed to be both good egg layers. Got them a little water pond in there, water puddle. But now we can get pure breeds since we've got them separated. Still got the rest of our ducks. We're probably going to get rid of most of these. We're going to keep one set of the grays, but I'm going to be covering up this pond right here and getting rid of that. Building a couple more duck pens out there. They're just too messy, and the pond gets mosquitoes in it in the summer. So we did get some more goats. There's a new little female over there. There's a new female here. Of course, there's Peanut and her female. And there's a little bitty guy underneath there. Another little girl. So we got 5 females now on goats. Most of them blue-eyed, triple color, Nigerian Dorse. And Fabio, he's still out there somewhere, but you can see I cut down that tree over there, built the goats a shed, and their pen extends now way back there in the woods, past where you can see all that green stuff back in there. But I got lots of good green stuff to eat. Same old turkeys. They still a laying. We probably got, I would say, 40 or 50 turkey eggs in the incubator. If anybody's looking for turkey eggs, I still got a few to send out to some folks. But if anybody's looking for some turkey eggs, get at me, email me. We can probably email you some turkey eggs, or not email you, but mail you some. Royal Palm, Bronze, Bourbon, Gray Slate. Basically these guys breed and give us these guys. A couple of these are already sold. We're down to 1. Females, I'll let them out during the day. They get back in there and lay. Feed room. Again guys, stay stocked up on your animal feed. It's going to get hard to get. And it's going up in price. There's a bunch of little chicks we just hatched. There are a few turkeys in there. There are some Somalis in there, some quail in there. We just move them from the incubator to this little warmer. Once they stay in that warmer for a week or so, we move them over to this little pen right here. Still under a warming light, but a little more room. Again, Somalis, turkeys, buff orpingtons. There's a little bit of everything in there. We're hatching chicks like crazy. Well, chicken pen. Put your feeders and waters on pallets, guys. It keeps them a lot cleaner. The Breezies. We're doing good. Out of 5 or 6, we got 3 roosters. So anybody close interested in a Breesy, pure breed Breesy rooster, get at me. I'll have one of those for sale. They're not old enough to lay yet, but rooster is a roosting. The rabbits, we didn't breed them this spring. The Wyandottes, we have them separated, and we are hatching Wyandotte eggs. Here's our Somanis. Again, we are hatching, as you can see, lots of Somani eggs. There is a rooster Skid Row out here. Anybody need any roosters? I got some Somani roosters. We got a mama chicken over here. She had all of her little babies back there. See if I can get the camera to focus in. But, oops. Mama chicken and all her little ones running around back there. Lots of roosters. Big Big! What are you doing, Big Big? Oh, hey, Big Pig. Yeah, Big Pig, I see you. You got snacks today already. I know it. Yeah, Big Pig. What are you doing there, Boosie? And of course, Gizmo over here. You can't ever get enough, huh, Gizmo? Yeah, oh, little Giz, I see you. Yes, I come scratch it too. Yeah, he scratches Gizmo. He's growing, looking good, shiny coat. Can't even tell he was injured on his shoulder. He's not limping or nothing. But we got to expand their pen on out. You can see the brush pile where we've been cutting trees, expanding out here. It's basically what's left after you dig up a root ball. This is the mess that I've been working on here. We're expanding out the garden, orchard area. So we've basically cut down all these trees, this area out here. It goes way back in there, way back around behind all the pens, and comes out over there around the garden. I'll show you when we make our way out there. Plum trees, they're doing good. A couple of the cheap peach trees that we bought didn't make it. So you see the mess out here. We've been cutting and burning. Anybody close interested in some big pine or cedar? I've got some out there, probably 24 to 36 inches in diameter and 60 feet long, 80 feet long. If someone's got a mill and wants the wood, it's free. Just come get it. Show you guys the greenhouse right quick. Was getting rather warm in here, so I've added this fan, and it's keeping it down to around 85 or so far with the moving air. But what we've been working on, most of our sprouts and stuff we've moved to the garden. I'll show you that. But what the big thing I've been working on is an irrigation system, because watering this thing is just a pain in the butt. With Texas heat, it pretty much needs water every day. So I'm still working on it, but I'll show you this side. For each of the trees that are in the ground, we've got a little dripper here. Goes to the main line up there. That line just runs all the way around the greenhouse and basically goes to each tree, and then we can control the amount of water that goes to them. The apple trees are doing good. They're going to be going outside. Peach trees are going to be going outside. I think we got our soil a little bit hot in here when we mixed it, because we got some yellowing of some of our plant leaves. But they are coming back green. I think it was just the shock of going into that really rich soil to begin with. We got some back there pretty and green, so the new leaves that are coming out are green. Still got trees to plant. Beans. I hadn't put anything in this bed yet. This back here, guys, is some of our new stuff. That is going to be a peppercorn vine. It wasn't looking too good when we got it, so we're hoping that it comes back. We've got it potted with a dripper and a mister up there on the top. That's what it says it requires. So we're going to give that a shot. Peppercorn. The mango tree here got transplanted. That over there is a grapefruit. And this over here being a kiwi. And they're supposed to have given us a male and a female kiwi plant. See, there's 2 stalks down there. So hopefully the grower has done it right and given us the 2 plants we need for it to make fruit. Another grapefruit, lemon lime. These are some pole beans that weren't doing too good, got blowed over in the wind. Peppers. I got to put some sprinkler heads on these. You can see what we did here in the center row with a sprinkler. And these are all just on timers to make it automatic. There's my sunflower in a bucket for the sunflower challenge. Herbs are doing good. Everything's looking pretty good in here. So I'll take you over to the garden. Alright guys, in the garden the elderberries are doing great. The bees that we currently have are nice and active. Got our honey super on there, so hopefully we'll be getting some honey. Carrots. Raspberries are doing good over there. Asparagus bed is doing great. These are some off potatoes over here. They're doing okay. Still need to plant in here. I don't know what we're going to put there. Taters, peppers, and down there we got a lot of herbs in there, spearmints and stuff growing. Onions and garlics, tomato plants. Still got to put something in the front of this row here. Zucchinis and squashes down there. Peas, beans, and corn is over there in that last row. Everything's looking pretty good. Okra's down there going in. We're going to put some watermelons and some cantaloupes, a few other things in there. But let me sit down and chat at you a minute. Alright guys, the chit chat. And the reason for my title of the video. Prepping is something that each person has to do on their own. I mean, obviously there are the basics, and every channel out there is pounding that into your head. Food, water, protection, the common sense stuff. And the more of it you have, the better. Obviously, pricing and availability is an issue, and everybody's seen that. And I'm not one to beat a dead horse. I think my channel has shown what you need to do and how you need to do. It's really just a matter of you getting out and doing it. Now, for me, I've been at it 20 plus years. Gives me a little bit of an advantage over most people. I know very few that have been prepping as long as I have, whether it be stored goods or, you know, what you see around me, the things I've shown you. That gives me a little bit of advantage, but I did without all those years so that I could have what I have now, just for this very reason. I'm not scared, I'm not nervous. I'm a little upset in that I have to see so many people that are going to suffer, knowing there's nothing that I can do about it. But as for me and my family and the people in my mag group, I think we're probably gonna fare okay, the best that we can anyway. But a lot of these big channels out there, guys, you can just tell by looking at it, they're in it for the greed and the money. YouTube won't pay us any money. We're not in it for the money. We're here to try and show you just a few things on how to prep, what to do, how to take care of your family, and the need that you might have to do that. I don't have to mention big channel names, you know them. Most of the people that watch my channel watch those other channels. But when they're screaming, you know, 24 hours, 48 hours, the most important video I've ever made, must see, must watch, the intel briefing, all of those things are just clickbait, guys. There isn't anybody on YouTube that's going to have any kind of special intel that's going to set them apart from anybody else. Nobody knows what's going on. And just to pass along the information from the mainstream media and those other kind of things really is not helping you. I mean, if you want to sit around and watch those things for entertainment, that's fine. But I would highly suggest that you be watching YouTube channels that are going to give you some kind of education or knowledge on what you need to be doing and how you need to be doing it. Just reading the headlines over and over for clicks and the dramatic stuff, you know, the most important video, or you know, the next 48 hours, you know, the world's going to end, or you know, the supply chain issues, all of that. It's all just clickbait. Nobody knows what's going on. They're not in tune to the plan. I'm not either. The common thing that everybody should be stressing is it's not going to be good. The times are only going to get harder. The product is going to get harder to get. The prices of it are going to get higher and higher. So I'm not one to tell you to go out and buy all this dehydrated food and freeze-dried food and those kinds of things. I've already told you in my other videos, the moment you open anything that you have bought for your stash, your clock is ticking, your time is limited. This is what you need to be doing. You need to be able to replenish the things that you need, the food that you're going to need. You're going to have to be able to grow that on your own if you want those things. It's going to become very, very difficult. Whether it be pricing or availability, either one of those. And we're just really now starting to see a little bit of it. I don't have to read all the headlines to you. There are plenty of other YouTube channels out there that will do that, but we all know it's not getting any better. It's like I said, it's not going to get any better. You need to plan on the long term, and living out of a bag is not going to do it. You need to be planting a garden. Most people say, well, I don't have, you know, land or the space to do that. If you live in a house in the city and you got a yard, you have the space to do it. If you got green grass on your property, you have the space to grow a garden. I would highly recommend that you start at least buying dirt, so that one day when you realize that you do need that garden, you're going to have the dirt to grow it in. Because going out there and throwing seeds out, guys, you don't get a garden like this from just throwing seeds out in your yard. It don't happen like that. That leads into a whole nother issue of, you know, everybody's just planning on bugging out. They're going to stay at their house as long as they can, and they're going to go live out of a backpack. That's just not going to happen, guys. All right, it's unrealistic. You're fooling yourself if you think you can do it. I'm not one to harp. I'm just giving y'all an update. Again, I'm not going to pound it in your head to go buy canned goods or dried goods. I'm promising you, you need to get some land, some gardens, animals, things like that, that can replenish themselves and replenish your family. That's it for now, guys. Stay safe. I'll try and upload some more videos, stuff going on. It's just been so busy here. I haven't had time. But I'll probably try and do another live coming up. I appreciate all you guys watching, hanging out this long, reaching the 3,000 sub mark. Appreciate all y'all subscribing. About only 25% of y'all watch actually hit that subscribe button. So do me a favor, hit that subscribe button down below, like, share, helps get the word out. Thanks guys, I appreciate it. Stay safe out there.